This is exactly how I went from this to this in 90 days. And I'm 44, so this works for anyone.
You're that big?
265 of pure fat.
The chub is there.
There was this guy at the gym. He was just very built. The goal was to get to 207, but I was starting at 231.
You have to listen to every single thing I say.
Dude, I'm gonna throw up just looking at this.
I almost passed out 3 or 4 times yesterday.
In the next 90 days, I probably have 9 meaningful trips.
It's temporary. I ain't throwing up.
No water, I couldn't drink anything.
The photo shoot is in 2 days.
I have struggled with my weight my whole life.
I don't have any time in the 90 days to not get it right.
My brother's like, do you run the numbers? Is that even healthy for you? I'm like, I don't know.
Growing up, I was a drug addict, so there was kind of this whole like trying to avoid feeling, and drugs kind of gave me that outlet. And then when I got sober, I think the only other alternative was kind of food. I use food to celebrate, and I use food to comfort. I ballooned up to like 265 pounds. I lost it all-ish, and then I put it back on, and I lost it all. I would do that like maybe every 18 months, 2 years, 3 years. It just never was, I think, who I knew I could become.
Here's what I'm thinking. It's called Project Visible Abs. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to make that more well known, that your health is wealth. Most people, I think, sacrifice their health in the pursuit of success because they don't believe they can do both, which I understand. So then what I'm trying to do is go on a journey, bring everybody with me, and show them in a way that they can also do. So I wanted to do it with the least amount of effort, with the journey documented to show people, any person, that they can do it. And then I'm just gonna talk through the mental mechanics of it all. So, let's go measure. The chub is there. 231, body fat 15.7. We're gonna go down, I wanna say 207. I also have a ton of travel. Like I got snowboard trip, snow bike trip, couples retreat, events, speaking gigs, the Tony Robbins thing. Just in the next 90 days, I probably have 9 meaningful trips. So we're talking like some serious discipline. All right, so we're gonna do profile shots. I think people that go it out alone, man, they're just setting themselves up to fail right out of the gate. I'm gonna do this myself. I don't want anybody to know. I'm gonna tell anybody. That's dumb. I'm telling the world, okay? We're calling our shot.
Because I was so committed to this goal, I set the stakes at essentially having to enter in a fitness competition at that time in a Speedo, no shaved chest, no tan, no lotion, as is, dad bod and all. And there was zero part of me who wanted to do that.
When you started the challenge, what's the first thing you did?
Yeah, the first thing I did was just cut my calories. Immediately went to the gym, immediately cleaned up my nutrition, and all I did was just stop snacking, stop eating anything that wasn't part of my nutrition plan. I had meal prep. I was on about, 1,800, 2,000 calories a day. I was gonna be in a caloric deficit, so I knew if I did that, I'd be fine, until I wasn't.
Do you want me to tell you what happened this morning? Just men, 2 weeks, day 14. Massive win, week 1. Dropped like 7 pounds. Past week, it's those little decisions, right? It's the tuna poke bowl at Big White that, hey, all intents and purposes is a great meal. Not the whole thing. Didn't need to eat all that rice. Didn't need to scratch the edges of the bowl. Make sure I had every cal. That's the problem, man. The difference between a win and an L is literally 5%, 10%. Think about that. It's not a lot, right? I could do everything else good 85% of the time. Make a couple bad decisions throughout the week, don't get a win. That's how serious this game is.
For the discipline that I would have 80% of the time, I definitely didn't look that way. And I think the reality is just I was always looking for the comfort. I was always looking for the reward. Oh, we're gonna do this and we're gonna go to this epic meal. We're gonna grab these people, we're gonna have this like epic experience at a restaurant or whatever. It's like, now I've just learned that I can still go to these places, do these things. I just make a different decision about what I put in my plate.
Did you have anyone that was guiding you at the start?
No, Dan decided to do it solo. I figured I don't need anybody guiding me. I mean, I can do this. It's like burn calories, move body.
Got my cardio in.
How much cardio did you get in there?
Hour.
An hour?
Yeah, well here's the issue. The numbers are not good. Dude, my numbers, if I'm not at least 2 pounds a week, I'm and this week, maybe a pound. So dude, I'm restructuring my whole meal plan and I gotta do cardio every day. Next Saturday, we gotta get back on track. Dude, I'm like really worried, man. Like I'm really worried. Yeah, my brother's like, dude, did you run the numbers? Like, is that even healthy for you? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, I said, who cares?
I think you are starting to look a little leaner.
Dude, I'm so lean.
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm getting lean. Finally, I fixed it. Did the cardio. Yeah, I weighed in this morning and, man.
Stopping salt helps?
Yes, the salt, the hydration. I'm drinking 5 liters of water a day. Called Project Visible Abs. Okay, because somebody said once, there's only 3 million people in the US that have visible abs, but there's 22 million millionaires. So it's by far way rarer to have visible abs than to be a millionaire. So if you have visible abs and you're a millionaire, you're the rarest. The last weeks I went sideways. I couldn't figure it out. The weight wasn't coming off. And I'm logging my macros, everything. I started getting worried because I didn't, like, if you look at the 90 days and I had to lose 1.7 pounds every week. Oh, because this is the big thing. If I don't hit my goal, I have to enter a fitness competition as the way I look right away. That's the stakes.
Which brings us to the intensity.
So I'm at the gym one day and I see this like massive cut chiseled dude pushing weights. I just asked him, I was like, hey man, clearly you work out. I'm just curious, what is it that you do for a living? And he's like, I'm a personal trainer. And that was how I met Alan initially, not realizing that he was gonna be the catalyst for everything I do in the future. I need some help where I've been like dialing in everything, and I don't want to blame my age, but it's not like I'm a young cat anymore. I'm using a past protocol that worked. Doesn't seem to be working right now. I don't have any time in the 90 days to not get it right.
Yeah.
So I gotta fix it. Let's go, man. Welcome to the studio. The number we set is 207. So I'm 231. I got 90 days, 630. So the first week was great. The next week, like lost half a pound. I was like, okay, I'm gonna log my food, be more diligent. So I'm gonna clean things up. Okay. The next week, I didn't lose any weight. I'm like, oh, because like if you look at the plan, like 231 to 207, 90 days, like I have to lose 1.5 pounds every week. But then last week, same thing. So that's where I'm at.
I start everybody off on a 16-day cleanse, and it's not one of those cleanses that it's just gets rid of water retention and a little bit of bloating, and it's only breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so it's super easy. I don't care if you're 105 pounds or 350 pounds.
You just get everybody to do.
Every single person I've ever taken on does it, and I don't care if you're jacked, because what happens is it allows the body to rid yourself of anything that's bad inside. I've been doing this for 21 years, and I've never changed. But you'd have to listen to every single thing I say.
Would it be weird if I took my shirt off and show you what we're dealing with right now?
Do you understand what I deal with?
All right, cool. Tell me what we're dealing with here, Alan.
Obviously, the cut is going to be a little bit different. Because if you want this, you have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like you can't have them both and think you're gonna win.
All right, man. Let's get set up.
When I get back to the studio, I'll send the stuff you need.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna clear out my schedule, make it happen. Right off the bat, Alan got me to do 16-day cleanse with it was a 48-hour, essentially a fast. It was tomato juice. I mean, 350 calories a day for 2 days. Never fasted in my life. It was both the hardest thing I'd done kind of like food-wise ever in my life, but at the same time, incredibly interesting, just watching my thoughts and my body and just how much time you get back because you're not eating. So you literally just, if you think about how much time you spend, 1.5 hours, 2 hours a day eating, I got all that time back. So yeah, the intensity was crazy. I was worried I wasn't gonna have any energy. So far, so good.
Day one, bro.
I know. A few days later, I showed up at his gym and he walked me through kind of how he wants me to do the workouts.
And I never considered something like, you know, what they call progressive overload or hypertrophy training. It was fascinating that a 60-minute workout done at that level of intensity just got everything done. I go to the gym for 2.5 hours talking to people. Now that I know what I know, it's hilarious how much time, not only did I waste, I never got the result because I wasn't actually doing the activity properly.
That ass out as far as you can. So push those hips back. Push, 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 push. Pause. Chest up in the air. Don't let that arc ever happen. Okay, back up again. Good. Keep your chest up nice and high so this arc stays there. Push, 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 push. Stop. Back up. Ready to push. Up. Okay, put your head. Now push, stop. Right there. That way all the tension stays on your shoulders, doesn't go into your triceps at all.
So what you're saying, I've been doing this wrong my whole life.
I just tweaked what you were doing currently. Up, stop. Don't change that at all.
I like this because I believe that our capacity expands at the extremities, and this work is pushing me to go like, hey, how much more can you fit in?
For sure.
And when it's like, no, this has to be this way.
How'd that go?
Went great. Probably one of the best meetings I've ever had in 45 minutes. My challenge right now is my energy's like,
Yeah, that's it. Looks delicious.
looks delicious. Yeah, looks so fucking good.
Fuel.
Well, at least I get some real food. I mean,
You love salt.
nope, nothing. Zero. He's like, I don't care.
How long have you been eating this meal for? Or been on this diet?
This would be my third day.
I've trained a lot in my life, okay? I will tell you, this is up there with doing like Murph in CrossFit, hills, sprint repeats, but it's every workout. Like, it's not like, oh, one time a week we got to do hill sprints, do some zone 5. It's like every time I go see him, I have to be prepared to go in the massive pain cave, like massive. Like, you have to turn off your logical brain and just accept that there's some suffering that's about to happen. He said it's simple. You lift the same, you look the same. If you go to the gym and you're lifting the same as you have been for months, don't be surprised if you look the same. It's interesting though, because like day 1 mentally, ooh, this is scary. Day 2, better, still some pockets. Yesterday, really good. We'll see what happens today. But yeah, there is a mental component to being a caloric deficit.
Yeah, man, my coach has got me on this cleanse, restrictive, whatever. It's bananas. I swallowed my gum because I was that hungry. It's true. I did on the plane. I was like, I'm gonna swallow my gum. Dude, I gotta tell the hotel to take all the shit in my room, dude. There's too much fucking snacks and stuff. I don't trust myself. Rule number 1, avoid the dragon, don't try to slay it.
Hello. I have a request, a weird one, but a request nonetheless.
The snack thing in my room, could I get it removed?
Yeah, get it out of here. Now that I know there's Reese's, get it the f out of here, because I'm coming to your room, man, and your room's him, and I'm going to steal your boxes.
I'm just saying. Like, it's all.
Yeah, you're
Look at that.
pretty tight right now.
It's coming together.
You gotta shave that though.
Before every talk, before any key moment, before any important meeting, before just everything, I prioritize the pump. You gotta work out. Exhaust the body, tame the mind.
Welcome to the stage, Dan Martell. I said it's
I went to Miami and I remember the first day we had some Chipotle. The next morning when I weighed in, I was like a little bloated and I was like, that's not good. I remember the second day I was eating some food and I was like, man, this is full of salt. Like there's so much sodium in this. Like I know that it's supposed to be healthy, but this food is not good.
There. 7.
It's like the blood's gonna get back up there. And I got to the hotel and the gym was closed. And I told Ann, next time call ahead. We're not staying at hotels that don't have gyms. But I did train every day, which felt good. Yeah. My fucking son chirped me last night. Put him to bed, shirt off, he goes, thought it was Project Visible Abs.
How old is he?
10. I know. Chirped me good. If you didn't notice what he just did, I need you to hear this. He said push and hold it till it burned. And then we started. Don't be a little.
Good.
Project Visible Abs. Hey, it's pretty crazy. I'm a tech nerd, Alan, just so you know. I was an introverted software programmer. You gotta see the Fat Dan pictures.
Never see I.
Come here, let me show you. Look at that sexy monster.
Oh, you were that big?
265 of pure fat.
How many days has it been?
Like the reset after I went backwards from Miami.
Yeah.
Day 4.
What's your weight today?
212.8.
Yeah, you?
212.8. That's crazy. That was the biggest thing I realized in Miami was it doesn't matter what you try to ask for, unless you cooked it and you watched it, you don't know.
No idea. Got it, rest. 8, 9, static hold. Stay down. It's up to you. It's up to you. Good.
Dude, that just me up. Feel strong, feel good.
Get a little carbs in?
Yeah, I went up a little bit in my weight. Like I was like a 211, 8.8. I went to 212.3.
Okay.
But it's because I had like 4 NA beers over the weekend. Like,
Is that allowed?
no.
One more. Worry about the negatives much. Good. We got one more. Heels in. Up. Stay there. Don't move.
What the f? That's crazy.
Come on. 5. Get it up. 6, 4. Last 10. 6, 4. 8, 9. Hold it there. Don't move. Up to you.
That's bananas.
The cleanse made you lose how many pounds?
Dude, the cleanse, I think I lost like 12 pounds. It's wild. It kept happening. It was like every day I was losing a pound.
What did it teach you about doing hard things?
Oftentimes you just gotta turn your brain off and just do it. Don't overthink it. Don't ask for substitutes. I don't like to eat this. Just do it. And you'll get incredible results. Which brings us to setting my macros.
After you finished the cleanse, you got meal preps, and you started eating the right macros. What did you realize?
Once I started eating the right macros, I started to see my body like morph. Not only did I get lean from the cleanse, I started seeing muscles show up in places I hadn't had before. I definitely felt like the quality of nutrition really started to shape my body.
Any setbacks?
Yeah, one meal.
Yeah?
Annual tradition. Don't let Alan hear. Double matzo burgers, onion rings, apple fritter, and why not some Dairy Queen. Peanut butter pump! One time in 6 weeks. Anyways, back on track.
What happened this morning, man? The weigh-in.
Oh,
Shit's in the fan
I got in
again.
trouble.
Yeah, I got in trouble. Where's Alan? I was 210. He's like, cool. All right, let's kick some ass, get to 200 pounds. See you soon.
Next day, 211.1. He's like, okay, we did a big leg day. That might happen. All right, no, I'm not worried, sticking to the protocol. Then I weigh in at 212.5. He goes, did you cheat even one bite? Like good times, add food, miss food, or miss water, question mark. He goes, usually we have a game like this at this stage when something was missed during the day. I was like, well, yeah, I haven't been as strict because I just told Betty, here's what I got to eat. So I was just telling, because Betty's back, and I was just like, hey, Betty, cook me some food. And she was putting too much in the plate, and then I was like, hey, I need a shake, and she made this massive, awesome shake, which had too many calories. And anyway, he's like, dude, the body is set on these cals and these types of food, so the list changes with the weight. He's like, go do 45-minute fasted cardio. Weigh in again. Fasted cardio is now 7 days a week. I was like, yes, sir. This is what it will take to get you to sick shape. Almost there. I'm like, I'm on it.
When I started working with Alan and we did the cleanse and then we adjusted the macros, like my body started getting really cool. Like I honestly was surprising myself. And that's just like real talk. Like I didn't know that I had that underneath the fat. And he said something to me working out and he goes, dude, why are you just gonna go to 90% where you can just do the final 10% and do a full cut, recomp your body, and then we can rebuild from there? And then I said, screw it, we'll just go all the way. And then it brings us to compliance. I mean, the amount of times I went to a birthday party, a dinner party, a barbecue, and I showed up with my own food. Or I went to a restaurant, I had to talk to the chef. Or sometimes I would eat dinner before going out to a dinner that I was hosting, and I just would not eat at the dinner. I think most people have a hard time sticking to a meal plan because of the social pressures around it. Even just things like, well, I got my kids and I'm cooking dinner, so what, I gotta cook them a separate meal than what I'm having? And yeah, the answer is yes. Like, it takes prep, it takes planning, it takes dedication, it takes a desire to go out of the way. It's not easy. And I think most people will just immediately give up.
So one thing about me is I hate taking photos of myself. The only person in the world that I trust, that I enjoy doing this with, is Courtney. So I had to give her a call to start this new project. I've been working with this guy, Alan. He's massive. He's 250 pounds lean. So I'm going down to like 200 pounds. Yeah, he wants to bring me down to like 6% body fat and then rebuild me. So this is where you come in, because he says to me,
how I fit in.
Because he goes, well, what are you doing this for? And it originally started for the Project Visible Abs as kind of like a challenge.
Yeah.
And we would document the whole thing. But he goes, you're going to at least do a photo shoot. And I was like, I didn't plan on it. He goes, well, you're going to do a photo shoot.
Yeah.
So that's what we need to do.
Love it.
Like, what's the backdrop? Because I think warm weather, so I think get on a plane.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds complicated. I mean, I am going to Cabo in March.
Mm-hmm. You should do it.
Yeah, just do it in Cabo?
Yeah. I mean, you're already
Would you come
there.
down to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I need help. I don't want to deal with it. Dude, I'm going to throw up just looking at this.
What is it?
It's a bag of eggs, dude. Eggs. Oh! It smells like...
Oh, I gotta eat cold food. This sucks. Why does the turkey look like gelatin? This is merged into itself. Look at this beautiful tray. Yay! You want to get visible abs, fanny calves? Eat cold turkey.
Cold turkey.
I can taste the seasoning in this. Try it.
That's no bueno. That's sodium.
Yeah, they f***ed up. I'm telling you, they can't. Is this a meal prep company? Well, you taste it as soon as you put it in your mouth, right? Can't eat that. It's gonna bloat me up. Fasting it is. Son of a bitch. This is the problem with America, it's the problem with the world. You think you're eating healthy, and you're not. You're eating a bunch of shit. Right now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I look pretty fit. 9% body fat going down to 6 and recomping. I share that because I had a belief I didn't want to look skinny. Guess what my wife says to me 3 days ago when I come out of the bathroom? You look skinny, Dan. Ooh, I don't know if I like this. My best friend, the only person I'm doing this for,
tells me the thing that I was most worried about. I come out, she says, you look skinny. I almost went downstairs and had a cinnamon roll, okay? Because I would love me a cinnamon roll. So instead, I sit in the space, the beliefs come up, boom, 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 and I go, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna do my program and I'm gonna lift. At the end of the workout, take a little post, share it on social for all the people. Why? Because I believe we should share our process, teach everybody. Her reply, yum. My reply, you called me skinny. I like it. Maybe I was wrong.
What were you telling yourself when you were doing these workouts with Alan? You're going to the gym, ripping the muscle, like what was the mantra?
I got to a place in the whole process where I stopped making it about me and I started making it about other people. Because I decided to post the workouts, post my journey, post my macros, post my meal stuff. People would watch the cleanse and go, what are you doing? And I would tell them. I knew immediately they were gonna say, well, that's not healthy, or that's weird, that's wrong. Who told you to do this? I heard this from professional nutritionists. I heard this from other bodybuilders. I heard it from whoever. At the end of the day, I think you have to go long periods of time being misunderstood by people, sometimes the closest to you, because they just will be too close to understand. They don't see your intensity, your focus, your desire, your drive. And oftentimes when you do something like that, when you decide to commit yourself to something, they feel attacked because they're not doing that. And they think, oh, all of a sudden this person's changing and it's scary because they don't want you to change too much because, hey, I know that person, I like that person, who are you becoming? And it's just like, can you deal with those relationships, the pressure?
What are you weighing at?
207.9. So I'm kind of hovering. Yeah, the trip was actually pretty cool to like see the difference of that versus a Miami trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just the meal prep, dude. Even a company we hired to do meal prep, first bite, mother threw it away. Go get me some eggs from the store. I'm 74, 35.
Even though you're still 207, it's a different look at 207.
Ah!
25 more, let's go.
Oh, 100.
I dropped it down 20.
Oh, shouldn't have done that. Oh.
9, 10, 15, 14. Same thing on the 101.
Ooh.
Nice. Same thing, there back twice, and now we're going to do 2 laps of body weight as well. So right there,
Shut up. I ain't throwing up.
Hey, upstairs. You want to carry, or are you going to be a man? Come on, man up the stairs, bro.
You got my water, Matisse?
I'll go get it.
Holy f. I can't drive for sure. I gotta wait.
And no more than 10 reps. Get up. Get up, buddy.
Look at this.
Oh, God, yeah.
Look at this.
That's all water.
Gotta go.
So basically, because sweet. When we... And that's why guys are so different.
I gotta do that to let me know, keep going.
Okay,
Gotcha.
so this will be our first set. You're gonna give me 25 to 50. Every single time you bring it down, I want you to flex it like it's a concentration curl. So down and hold. Make your hamstring work as hard as you can. 4, hold. Don't let me take it.
Yeah! What the fuck, dude? What the f?
Get up. Got 2 more sets left.
Don't let me take it. I was. I thought it was just gonna be the weight, and then I was like, he's f***ing pulling on it. That's not cool. I can't stand up.
Like I went on vacation with my family. There was 18 of us in a house. And while everybody else enjoyed the best food and restaurants and pizza and hot dogs and snacks and marshmallows and s'mores and all that stuff, I was doing meal prep. Now, It's not forever. It was for a moment. I had to put my head down, get it done. And the whole time, everybody was like, wow, you look incredible. Wow, you look incredible. And now all those people, many of them came to me and said, like, what are you doing? Clearly it worked. Sometimes it's almost like you got to go so hard in the paint. You got to like try so hard. You got to win so big that the people that were hating on you eventually come back and ask how you did it.
The photo shoot is in 2 days. We're 2 days out, 48 hours. So today, 8 liters of water before noon, then nothing. Then tomorrow, 4 liters. And then photo shoot the next day. I swear to God, when I started, I was like, all right, I'll get to 207, and then I'll stay, you know, visible abs, cool. Then I'll probably stay under 215. I literally said that to myself. And as I progressed, it was like, oh no, this is the new norm. You know what I mean? Like, this is, I feel great. Why would I not want to look like this all the time? And it's been there the whole time, bro. I didn't even put on any muscle. This is what was under all the fat. Bite. I just weighed in 198. Get out of here. 198. That's crazy. Dude, I haven't weighed that since I was 17. Alan's happy.
Yeah.
I told him I was gonna do the work. I did the work.
So now we got maintenance.
How do you plan to maintain your body?
The way I maintain now is just like remind myself like this is the new norm. This is the new identity. This is actually like I got rid of all my old clothes. I bought new clothes. This is what I wear. This is who I am. You know, I just reset my identity.
Chocolate and coffee for the photo shoot. What did I do to deserve this present, Matisse?
What's the plan after?
The plan now is to go help a ton of people get jacked. I just think a lot of people have an opportunity to do a full reset, a shift in their identity, a shift in their belief. I'm on a mission to just inspire a bunch of people to really consider their bodies as something that they can recomp, redesign, restructure, no matter what they look like. I think too many people are reaching towards pills and operations. I just want to help people give themselves a chance to wake up and feel absolutely confident in their body, like undeniable, take your shirt off, feel great, know that you look great. Like that's what I want to do for other people. So if you want help, just message me on Instagram, the word macros. Okay, just find me, Dan Martel, 2 L's of Martel on Instagram and message me macros and we'll see if I can help.